Y'all know what's going on. OU game starting. And today, I thought I would record a video while this game starts. There's a live video here we'll watch in the booth from the guy on the radio that took over after the old man passed years ago. So, here we are. 55 TV real quick. I want to come here and make a video. The government knows there's historical documentation for thousands of years, and even things such as National Geographic documentation proving the firmament over the flat Earth and proving high altitude lightning having to do with sprites being either formed or going through the firmament somehow, or something to do with sprites. So we'll get right here to it. I will show you what I'm talking about. We'll get into it, but first things first. So kickoff about underway on that deal. Let's see. Let's go. So immediately we're gonna go to images. We're gonna we might watch this. I want to watch this video. I started in on it. This video that I found, and I do want to play some of that, maybe the whole thing real quick. Skip through it if we can. But this right here, basically, if you don't know what it is, and astronauts, astronomers, they all know this. And you got to understand that these telescopes, these James Webb telescopes, aren't real. Either that, or the fact that they can reach that they're special over a camera. You zoom in with a Nikon camera, you see something totally different than these things that go way out there. I said in the song, they connect into a scope way past Pluto, bro. But I'm still searching for signal on my cell phone. So I'm just saying, think about that when your phone buffers next time. But they got this crazy cartoon image that's anyway. But you look at this. This is an actual image. So again, these are storm chasers. These are astronauts. These are astronomers. They're sprites. And then this is a CGI image because it's firmament. I'll be right with you. It doesn't show accurately. Alright, so immediately we're going to get into further proof that this high lightning, altitude lightning, has to do with this. They're doing all sorts of geoengineering. I don't know what it has to do with that. They're reflecting the sunlight back to the dome, but obviously you can subscribe if you enjoy this video or find this stuff worth a damn right here. So I don't know. We're bringing awareness to this because it was common knowledge, and all of a sudden, if NASA comes along and has this crappy quality, I don't know. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole of the moon landing. You do that yourself. Simply, you can find out that it was Hollywood. And with and without clouds, giant red sprite. Again, not related to the storms and sometimes. So let's go right here. This is, again, it's all admitted on NASA website. You go to the nasa.gov. They also have the man that turns numbers, not pictures, because they don't have pictures of this supposed alleged thing that they come up with. But on their website, which I showed in another video that got deleted, but you can go look, on NASA's own website, they have a page for this man, and they started turning data into numbers or data, ones and zeros, not pictures that he made up, into the globe, and they call him the Blue Marble Man, or what is it? The Blue Marble guy, or they named him that. He invented this theory single-handedly, a young guy that was into graphic design, but that was his business. So a graphic designer invented, not to mention the snake tongue in the logo, but anyway, share the science. But notice they don't call the ancient Sumerian the common sense that we see with our eyes right outside science. But anyway, here's what they accuse the phenomenon here. Here's what they say it is. And that's sprites. Scary monsters and nice sprites. You ever heard the song by... That is not anything like any lightning you've ever seen when it comes to normal lightning. I've been watching storms and studying meteorology my whole life, and this is not discussed at all. So, but it is on mainstream platforms because it is something that we can see with our own eyes if you look. So, this phenomenon occurs in the sky over our heads, not to see. It is a type of lightning known as a red sprite. And they identify it as a red sprite, as a being. Rarely has it ever been photographed in this detail. Even though sprites have been recorded for over 30 years, their root cause remains unknown. Some thunderstorms have them, but most don't. These mysterious bursts of light in the upper atmosphere momentarily resemble gigantic jellyfish. A few years ago, high-speed videos were taken detailing how red sprites actually develop. The featured image was captured last month in high definition from Italy. One unusual feature of sprites is that they're relatively cold. They operate more like long fluorescent light tubes than hot compact light bulbs. In general, red sprites take only a fraction of a second to occur. So anyway, immediately, and that's it. Of course, again, they have to admit its existence. But they can't explain the obvious existence. It's a short article. Again, this is all mainstream news when it's something that sounds crazy, like Putin is Hitler. They'll have a short article like this, and that's it. And there's a few image source, but again, they didn't. Again, they don't explain. No information, no interview from the guy that in Italy or wherever that came up with this high definition image. Because again, that would explain what it is, and that would again go against their whole space thing. Because if you look, like the little things like Tesla made a little ball and the lightning touching you at the top, the hand touching it. Could be God's hand causing that reaction. Again, it's sprites. You see NBC, Sprite Lightning. It's NBC News everywhere else. They're just saying that it's lightning. But also, when they describe it, obviously it is not Sprite Lightning or sprites. I guess we'll go into this video. The game's getting ready to start. I'm gonna check this video right here.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Flat Water, Flat Earth. This is the firmament is real, or 100% proof that the firmament is real. I actually put this proof in several of my first videos, but a lot of people didn't really catch that that was what was in there. Hi everyone, welcome back to Flat Water, Flat Earth. This is the firmament is real, or 100% proof that the firmament is real. I actually put this proof in several of my first videos, but a lot of people didn't really catch that that was what was in there. This is the firmament is real, or 100% proof that the firmament is real. I actually put this proof in several of my first videos, but a lot of people didn't really catch that that was what was in there. So it was also in my Flat Earth Fully Explained video, which many times has been blocked worldwide and pulled from the internet. What this information is, first we'll start with the information about high altitude lightning and how scientists admit that it's the very top of the atmosphere and that it's created, that lightning and sprites and high altitude lightning and sprites and elves are created on the other side of the dome. And it's in a National Geographic piece, I'll link it here. Every time I've used any clips from that piece, they have heavily copyrighted it and removed it from YouTube, so I can't post using that. So you saw that these guys, the Flat Earth Bros, they saw it in my movie, I think, and then they went and made a piece about it. And then they went and made another piece about it here as well. And you can see it was originally in my Heaven and Earth, and also the Flat Earth Fully Explained video, which had the actual full National Geographic piece in it, where they discuss that it's the top of the atmosphere and that they can't get to the other side of it to confirm their findings. So it's another admission that we can't make it to space. So, of the atmosphere and that they can't get to the other side of it to confirm their findings. So it's another admission that we can't make it to space. So after that, though, there's this amazing proof, and I hate to use other people's information, but I think it's worthwhile here. This is Rob Skiba, who does amazing work. You guys know him. He's amazing. So you'll see these CIA documents that were approved for release in 2000, and you'll see that this is actually the Scientific Council of the Institute of Physics of the Earth in the USSR, and that they argued for these findings at the geophysical year. It's about light scattering in the high atmosphere, so some properties of atmospheric indicatrices of light scattering. Payaskovskaya, Fasenkiba, the Astrophysics Institute, the Academy of Sciences in Kazakhstan, the USSR. This is done in 1957, but it shows you that even at that time the Russians knew there was a firmament. Determining the coefficient of atmospheric transparency from sky brightness. And you'll see they use several methods to actually determine differences of light in the sky to identify the firmament. So again, by the same author, USSR Geophysics, published in '62, Calculation of Light Dispersion of the Higher Orders. A proof is presented that the light dispersion of the higher orders can be computed from the data obtained in plain direct observations. The brightness of the sky considering all forms of light scattering. Various methods for determining the atmospheric transparency coefficient. And all of these documents as well reference the non-rotating flat Earth, or a flat non-rotating Earth. And I'll put links to them as well. Study of the dispersion of light in the Earth's atmosphere. Joint Council of Institute of Physics of the Earth, the Institute of Physics of the Atmosphere, and Institute of Applied Geophysics, the Academy of Sciences in the USSR. You can't get any higher up, scientifically. Investigation of light scattering in the
Can't get higher up scientifically.
1957 from Moscow. 2,500 copies printed. Sponsored by an academy of the USSR, the Scientific Academy. The purpose. The book represents advances made in the study of light scattering in terrestrial atmosphere and is directed to the specialist in the field. This book is a theoretical study of the optics of terrestrial.
Now, you know of the 10 heavens in the Bible of Enoch. There's 10 layers of heavens. Now, people done psychedelics and they've seen there, been there. So, like, come on now. Lightning sprites. They try to say it's lightning, but they call them sprites. Sprite is not a form of lightning. It is a light being. Maybe it is. Maybe it is a form of lightning, but it's a being. And it's high altitude else. Check it out.